Hello everybody, this is DragnFeathers and you are watching me not play Salvum City, but I am actually just working on my practice city, Dragonville. But today is a little bit different. Today I am responding to a challenge from hazrdouz for a behind the scenes, the player behind the games, I guess is what they're calling it. Basically 10 things about me that you may or may not have known, little bits of information. And I thought, as a background, because I don't really have a very good webcam and I don't want to do face-to-face time, I mean I could, but I don't really feel like it. So, I thought I would play a little bit of my practice game and talk to you at the same time. So, 10 things. I'm kind of basing it on some of the things that Hazard talked about, and then I'm going to talk about some things of my own. First thing he mentioned, and I think this is a good one for all gamers to talk about, is their first gaming experience. Well, I actually have to go way back, not in my life, but for a lot of people. I guess it would be way back in time, would it? But my first gaming experience, at least the first thing I can remember, computer gaming that is, was actually a Commodore 64. And it was a game, I think it was called Maze Craze. It was, if anybody's ever seen old computers, it was like black and green, and it was line generated, pretty pixelated. It was a first-person maze game, which I thought was pretty cool. I am very into that kind of thing. I love mazes. So that was that was my first game. I love that. And then eventually we got like an Atari and did that, and that was kind of cool and stuff. It was a first-person maze game. I think it was called Maze Craze. It was really fun. You could like cheat and see the map, but most of the time it was just first person walking through a maze trying to solve it. And then that leads to second topic, which was my favorite game genre. It's tough. I have a couple. I like puzzle games a lot. I don't play very many puzzle games. I have in the past in random games, and maybe I will play some more. I like creative, like sandbox games, like Minecraft. I kinda like RPGs, not so much. One of my favorite, before I started doing this, one of my favorite games that I played on the computer a while back was actually, was Riven. And that whole series, because it was a first person and it was kind of adventure-y. You had to explore, but it was very puzzly. So that's the kind of thing I would like to do more of, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's a possibility. So yeah, that's my favorite game genres. Things like this, kind of a sandboxy, creative game. Yeah, I guess that's it. hazrdouz talked about music next, and honestly, as much as I love putting music in my videos, I don't currently listen to very much music. There's no... I don't have, like... I have a radio, but I don't listen to it. I have an MP3 player, but it's an old one and it needs a battery, which is dead, and I've never replaced it. I don't have a playlist. I just use it to listen to the radio when I did. What I wanted to talk about instead, though, is actually going to be books. I am an avid reader. I like all genres of books, mostly science fiction and fantasy, but I'll read classic novels too. So anything goes pretty much. Books. I actually have a spreadsheet program called 1001. Well, it's based off a book that was written a while back called 1001 Books to Read Before You Die. And I'm slowly making my way through that list. I think I've maybe read about 40 of the books. So slowly, it's got classics and it's got sci-fi and it's got all kinds of stuff on it. It's pretty cool. And so anyway, I like reading. Favorite shows, again, sci-fi and fantasy. I don't own a television. Well, I own a television. It's my computer monitor. If you can call a computer monitor a television. But it's dual purpose. But I don't have cable. So I have no television, I don't know, no TV service, I guess you'd say. So I like sci-fi and fantasy. I was watching Netflix for quite a while. Back to TV shows. I like sci-fi, fantasy, Doctor Who. I like mysteries as well. I like crime mysteries, Sherlock. There was one called The Killing I watched on Netflix. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see what's next. Ooh, a confession. If anybody's watched my old bits of my channel, you'd see I used to do unboxings. And I love snacks and candy. I have both a sweet tooth and a crunch tooth. I don't know. I have a sweet tooth. I like candy. I have a bucket of candy next to me at the moment. It's got some Japanese gummies and some guava dried fruit balls in it. They're both really good. And then next to that is a package of cookies. So those are there. I like sweets and I also like snacks. I love potato chips and crunchy things. I even like crackers. And I absolutely love peanut butter. Peanut butter is my favorite food. If there's anything, you know, I haven't found anything that has peanut butter in it that I don't like. It's crazy. So that's some of my things. Yeah, I like peanut butter. I'll eat it. Peanut butter toast, peanut butter things. I don't know. Everything peanut butter. Why do I... This is a good one. Why do I like doing YouTube? Well, this is one I came up with myself, so it's not like somebody else did it for me, but I like doing YouTube because for several reasons. One, I've always had a love of acting, and I actually did do some acting, and I was in some small parts in independent films that nobody's ever heard of, and that was fun. The problem is it's all about looks, and I live in a small place. I live in Seattle where there is some demand, but not a lot. So it was very hard to get a job consistently, can't make a living at it. But anyway, besides that, I enjoy acting and entertaining people. And so I like playing video games as well. So this is a love of both of those. I enjoy making videos just for the fun of making videos, and I also really enjoy the feedback I get from my viewers and the community that is forming around my channel, the feedback, and you know, anytime somebody gives me a positive comment, it's like, yay, it makes my day. You know, new subscribers really make me happy. And, you know, just the fact of finding out that I am entertaining people and people are enjoying what I'm doing, that makes me happy. And that's why I do it. So it's a feedback, it's the interaction with people. So please leave comments, tell me that you like what I'm doing or whatever. No, you don't really have to, but it makes me happy when you do. So I think that's number 7. I'm losing track because I had snacks and peanut butter, but those are two separate things. I guess they're all in the same thing. Acting, I talked about. Let's see. What do I do for a living? I have 2 jobs. I have 2 part-time jobs besides doing YouTube. That's 3 part-time jobs. But I work at a retail store and cheer, and I sell stuff, and then that's part-time, and then the other part of the time I teach art to children and teens, occasionally adults, and I really enjoy that. And I also do art myself. I'm hoping to, I have an Etsy store from a while ago. It's I've kind of let it lapse, and it's not really doing anything right now. So I'm hoping to get that back up and running, connect it with my channel, and yeah, so I'm trying to do some art. I've been working on some Minecraft pictures and some things that will be available on my Etsy store when I get it available. Also, I have my Patreon, which I'm going to be giving away. If you donate to my Patreon, you can have a chance of getting some art from me for free. Yay, and stuff like that. So that's what I do for a living, and I enjoy it. And then I guess the last thing, I'm hoping this is 10 things, is my family. Some of you who've watched my channel for a while know occasionally I play with my daughter, Willow Rocks 131. She and I do not live together. Her dad and I split up, and she lives with her dad. And so we don't really get to see each other very often, but we have Skype now, and she's the one who got me into doing Minecraft in the first place. So it's kind of fun that now we can share a passion and a hobby, and we can spend time together via Skype playing Minecraft. And hopefully I'm hoping to get a series coming up in the future where she and I can spend time, and you guys can get to know her a little bit as well. So I think that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this. I know for me it was a little bit tentative because I'm trying to multitask and I'm not very good at it. I also now thank you Hazard for nominating me, I guess. I can thank you for that. And I need to nominate people. So I'm going to nominate one of my fellow fall damagers. Hazard is from Fall Damage. Also, I'm going to nominate C. Mason. And who else can I nominate? Gosh. Okay. I'll nominate C. Mason. I'll nominate Chaotik Vortex, who used to be Solar Frost, but that's a long story, but now it's Chaotik Vortex. And I will nominate somebody else. God, bleh. I don't know who to nominate. If you guys have no, just kidding. I will nominate, I'm going to nominate kind of a big name. I'm going to nominate a YouTuber that I watch and enjoy watching most of the time for sci-fi content and some simulations. EnterElysium. I nominate EnterElysium. Ooh, I should have done... Yeah, no, I'm going to stick with it. C. Mason, 1015, Chaotik Vortex, and EnterElysium. I challenge you to post a video, 10 facts about you that maybe we don't know, and hopefully I'll be seeing those videos shortly. And anyways guys, I'm DragnFeathers, you have been awesome, and I'll see you later. Bye!